The Fool's Hunt 2 in FNTD2 was really gruesome. I spent over 33 hours doing this in the past 3 days. Can't even post this video yet because there's not going to be time, but I will be going over how to do it, and then it'll go out and we'll see if my guesses were correct. So, the simplest thing here is just highlight the bottom. Boom. You get this. If you use all of these codes, they're messed up, but if you look at Bear 5, you can see it's misspelled. So you come here, swap codes, Bear 5. The code is 4812. Of course, if you go here, I have a document for this. You have this, you change your Bear 5, and here, it's really hard to see, but it does say 4812. Oh, let me see if I can get a picture of that. So just give me a second. I do have one. Okay, there you go. So it's gonna change it back. Yeah, here it says 4812. That's the code you enter in based on the leak they sent. So of course you have to fix your page just to do this. I'm gonna skip all past this because you guys probably have the site. So Glitch Trap mentions Toy Freddy. So if you go to the cafeteria and talk to him, you say, what do you usually get? You grab these, right? You put them into FNTD2, like for EXP. Your total is 15,760. But here, if you pay attention, he says no zeros. So it's just 1,576. So you're gonna put all your codes over here in the janitor closet with Mr. Hugs. So it's 1576, and you click enter. And then boom, you're here at the video. So you're gonna skip this, and I'm pretty sure it's at 103. See, yeah, here. Did you guys see that? Right here. This cipher right here, that's what you're going to want to pay attention to, because this is actually a Vigenary cipher. So when you come here, put it through Vigenary cipher, you get tiles 378572, which is where you put this, because he does accuse Toy Mangle. So when you come here, I have to go back. Toy Mangle is located in the restroom. When you click on looking for gossip, student secrets, this will come up. The way you saw this is with that tile sequence. It's 378572, or I'm not even clicking them. Yeah, this is the order you click them in based on the Vigenary cipher. And now you're like, what happens now? Highlight the bottom, 59133. That's the code for interview 2. 59133. Enter. You get interview 2 right here. It talks about this. So, yeah, 2,000 people have seen it. You go back here, interview 3. This is one of the harder ones, but it requires the UCN roster, because if you like come here, there are things you have to look for. Because Golden Freddy puts post-it notes around the school, so you have post-it note here. There will be 5 of them. If you come here, there's just one thing you want to look at. You click here, you get this one. Thing is, you exclude this one because on the UCN roster, he's facing to the left. Here, he's facing the wrong way. The rest of the sprites, based on the pictures, like this one you see here, they are 1-to-1 scale. So, when you take a look at it, you come here, you just get the UCN roster where Freddy is 1, Mingle's 8, Nightmare Fredbear is 21, and Nightmare Bonnie is 20. And you put them based on the locations because you have left to right. So the ones that are most on the left is where you get this. And it's because, again, we get this code because it is a 1-to-1 scale to the UCN roster, which gets us 21, 20, 18. So let's go back to the janitor's closet to punch this in. 21, 20, 18. See, it's not working. Give me a second. 20. That's 21. 20. 18. And you get this. So you're gonna have to find out the missing URL for this. But that is basically how you get that video link. Now, for interview 4, when you have the interview 3 link, there will be Morse code playing in the background. Play. So that is the Morse code you will be listening to. And then that is 370, which you can cross-reference with the Morse code number video just to make sure. And then at the end of Afton in the nurse's office right here, you can click no, no, no to everything, and you get this. Thing is, you don't decode it with normal binary. You decode it with something called 7 segment, which gives you the code 120525, which is also the date of his movie. So putting 370 and then 120525 is the next code for interview 4. So here, 12, no wait, no, it's 370, 370, 120525. Press enter. You have the next
Distress
code.
sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new secret clinical antiperspirant, STAT.
But
Secret
that's
gives
how you
3
get the next
times
code.
more stress
The
sweat
last
protection.
one is actually
Thanks.
hellish.
Got a bunch.
You had to get multiple
Secret,
links
stay
to
fresh
solve
under
this
pressure.
one. So yeah, you get Mike Afton. The hardest part is that here you have to take the Silverized Trilogy and add the pages up 1032. We were given this because of a bug. And the next part, I would like to thank my team for getting this. It's the key for the second part is the Fazbear Fight series. Each book has 3 main stories, so if you've read it, you know there are 1 book and 3 different sort of chapters, which are 3 different stories revolving in it. And to get the numbers, you identify the book number followed by the story number, meaning that which volume it is, meaning if it's volume 1, chapter 3, that would be 3-1 pretty much. So to get the numbers, you identify the book number followed by the story number within that book. The Cliffs, this is the title of book 7, and the Cliffs is story 1. And you do that for all of them, so when you get the bunny call and step closer, you get 715241. So adding them together gets you this number. And now for the killer. Thing is, there were multiple links to like help you. There are murderer hints. I won't go into depth of them fully. But if you go to dialogue 5 with Shadow Body video, it says that the killer was complaining about not being in UCN. So everyone on the UCN roster you can already cross out. The Murderer 2, I do have a more in-depth version right here. Yeah. So when you pay attention to video 3, you have It's Me color-coded along with timestamps. So you get the 3 It's Me's, green, purple, and red. So come here, you get green me at 2 seconds. At 4 seconds you get a purple me. On 8 seconds you get a red It's Me. On 9 seconds you get a purple It's. And on 15 seconds you get a green It's. Now, they did send us over the Foxy word search, I'm pretty sure, page 95 of the survival logbook. Now, you just plug in the coordinates, and it spells out H-A-T, meaning hat. They have to wear a hat for this. And lastly, we have the... Yeah, so in interview 4, you get multiple tally marks. So then they do give us a grid for this. Of course you have to move them one up because they made a little error. But once you put these all out, you get a bunch of letters that do end up spelling eyes glow. Meaning that the 3 murder hints is they're not in UCN roster. They have a hat and they have glowing eyes. So we can narrow this down to about 3 people. So I will go over our submissions. So the first one, before we had any of these murder hint clues, we went with the answer Mr. Hugs because he fell through most of it. Our second submission was Golden Freddy because when you go down to narrow it, you have Golden Freddy, Shadow Freddy, and Mike Afton who all have glowing eyes, they have a hat, and they aren't in UCN. Of course, we put Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy. We're debating Mike Afton because he does have a lot of alibis, but that is overall how you do it. Of course, you have to, the place you go to get everyone is use the yearbook. And look, You can literally cross out Bonnie, Chica. These are variants, but they're actually... Yeah, no, the thing is, we were told that if they are staying with someone, then that means we can presume they were there every day. Meaning that instead of Bear 5 being murdered, even though this falls under the conditions, it is with Harley Quinn Mangle. Meaning that it has an alibi. It was not anywhere near that. So, once you use that information, you can pretty much narrow it down. So, now we just have to wait to see if we did get this correct, and just pray we did win. So anyways, that'll be it for this segment, and I'll see y'all soon and tell you if we win.